What's happening, guys? It's Dave here, and today we're going to learn a mashup between Norwegian Wood by the Beatles and Cover Me Up by Jason Isbell, later then recorded by Morgan Wallen. It doesn't have to be a mashup, you can play them separate if you want, but last year when I was trying to come up with tunes for my solo gig, I realized these are basically the same riff. Both in 3, same feel, so might as well put them together and show you how it's done. Let's do it. So first things first, we're not in standard tuning today, we got a drop D, so the easiest way to do this, try to match your D string there. You can totally take a tuner as well, but once you got that, we're in tune. Morgan plays it in open, and I'm going to teach all these songs today in open tuning, but if you want to play along with Jason, it's capo 1. If you want to play along with the Beatles, it'll be capo 2 in the key of E. All right, so we're going to get started with Norwegian Wood. We're going to grab a D chord, but instead of a full D chord, we're going to replace that ring finger with our middle finger and kind of just mute the first string. It's a D power chord. That's going to be kind of our go-to voicing for both of these songs. And you want to kind of establish the strum pattern too, because that's going to be happening throughout, so we'll just get it out of the way. Very straightforward. We're in 3, so we're just going to strum a down strum on 1, and then down up for 2 and 3. And 1, 2, and 3. And you really want to emphasize that downbeat. So Norwegian Wood is going to start off with one measure of that, 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to strike our ring finger to that 4th fret. Technically a hammer is what we call it. So we're playing the 2nd and 3rd string and hammering our ring finger to that 4th fret. All quarter notes. Then we're going to bring our ring finger to the 4th fret on the 4th string and put our first finger back. So you're still holding that original voicing, but now you got your ring finger on that 4th string, 4th fret. So you got, and so you're strumming that one. Then we're going to go down to the 2nd fret. Okay, so I'm just playing the 6, 5, and 4 2nd fret. Open 3rd string. Ring finger goes back to that 4th fret, and then open strings. Okay, so again. Now 2nd fret, open 3rd string, 4th fret, open strings. Now, technically what this song does is it goes to the 3rd fret on the 5th string. I mean, in this tuning, in this option. It's basically a C chord, so kind of like a C add 9, just without that first finger. You're just playing the 3rd fret on the 5th string, and you got your 3rd fret on the 2nd string, 4th and 3rd string are open. Playing that 5th string, the chord, then the 2nd fret on that 5th string, and then we're back to that D chord. So it's going. Which sounds great, that's the tune. But anytime I'm in drop D and I gotta play sort of a C, it's really tempting to grab like a C over G shape, but because the D is drop, it's completely different and it sounds pretty sick. So instead of doing that, you can also just like kind of give it some flavor. You go. Grab that low end, 3rd fret, or open 4th string, open 3rd string. So I'm kind of strumming down to the 4th string and then playing the 3rd string because that's the melody note. Then grabbing that 2nd fret like we did before. So again, without that, it's totally decent. But here it is with it. After you play that, you're grabbing, you can kind of hammer on from the sus2 to the regular D chord, but generally you're just kind of strumming the D. However you want to play, it's fine. I'm not going to be super strict about everything in this. And that's the majority of that song. There's only just kind of the bridge or whatever you want to call it. It's kind of a chorus. There's not really it's just a story, really. So for the second part, it's going to go to a D minor. So for this G, we're in drop D, so it's a little weird. We're gonna grab, you can do it a couple, sorry, it's generally in tune. You can grab the 3rd fret on the 2nd string and the ring finger on the 5th fret of the 6th string. You can just do that. You can add your pinky onto that 5th string, 5th fret. That's fine too. So bar of D, minor that is, obviously, G. Then it goes back to the D minor. The second time it goes to E minor, to A. So notice the E minor is a little weird. It wasn't a regular E minor because you have to hold the 2nd fret. So it's 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 2nd fret now. Because you're in drop D, you have to compensate for that. 2 bars of that and then 2 bars of A. And then we're right back. So that'll pretty much do it for Norwegian Wood, so we'll move on to Cover Me Up. Again, grabbing that home bass D chord, D5. We're going to start off with the exact same riff, just slower. This time we're going to hammer onto that 4th fret. Take it off for the regular kind of D. Open 3rd string with that 3rd fret, and then we're going back to that D, but now with a ring finger on that 4th string. Just like Norwegian Wood. Now, instead of continuing Norwegian Wood, all you got to do now is go down that 4th string. So I'm kind of just strumming the lower ends, 6, 5, and 4, as I move down those strings. And then we're grabbing a G here, just like I did in Norwegian Wood. This time, definitely with ring finger and pinky. So in context up to that. So then you're strumming the G for a second, and then you're taking your pinky off. You'll need your ring finger behind it, PS, on the 4th fret of the 5th string. So you're kind of just taking it off and putting it back, and then we're going to, and he kind of rocks that sus2 with a hammer on to just a regular D chord. So again, in total, it goes. Pretty much. That's all that tune is. Like if you can get that, it's just strumming a couple other chords. There is a little, I forget exactly what it is, but it's all in that area of the hammering. I believe that's after the 2nd time through the verse. Well, I mean, before you even get to the chorus, it's just the 2nd pass. You'll hear it. Then it'll go to a B minor. Sus2 as you wish. I'm not a stickler about putting in all the time in the exact right place. You can kind of feel it. He doesn't do it. I don't think he does it on the chorus. Don't get up on it. Anyway, you got to do that again. So you do the G, D to G twice. Then it goes to E minor. Remember, we got that 2nd fret on the 6th string now, to G, to B minor. So let me just walk you through it instead of just playing over it. So again, you got D to G, that's all it is, right? So then when it moves on, again, we go to the E minor. You need 3 fingers down. 2 bars of that, grabbing a G, and then B minor for 4 bars. obviously you have to cut that fourth bar short to get that last little lick in as it goes back in, because that starts before the downbeat. It's a pickup. So that's pretty much the whole tune. You got all the parts. You can put it together yourself. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'm here for you. If you got any requests or concerns or any of that fun stuff, you know where to find me. I appreciate you watching, and like and subscribe. That's what the kids say, right? We'll see you next time.